Welcome on in, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Really appreciate it. Welcome on in, G-Terra. Welcome on in, Radical Mario. Welcome on in, Cynic Deval. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in, Fine Point. Welcome on in, Cynic Deval. Thank you for the 185 stream streak. That it genuinely makes me happy to see that, because it means that all the Twitch, you know, the Twitch servers not working, all that nonsense did not mess with stream streaks. Welcome on in, Kronos as well. Glad to have you. Welcome on in, welcome on in, Cornflake Girl. Welcome on in, Jossum. Welcome on in, Fatal Calamities. Welcome on in, Arcanine Inches. Welcome on in, Candipus. Welcome. Kronos, Ilianos is not going to be pleased. Ilianos is going to be most displeased that you're wasting the lethal board missile like this before we've even started the stream. You might get a fox, a buff fox folding you. But here, let me get some sneaky shoutouts for streamer peeps. If you're somehow in the infinite chaos of the cosmos not following Radical Mari, fix that shit. She is genuinely one of the sweetest people, and also very funny, very chaotic, has a lot of really great friends, like who hang out on her stream all the time. Again, you can't, y'all jumping the gun. We haven't even... No, Crisp, you do not have dominion on this dimension. Also, I'm gonna shout out for Jossum Sharky. There's not a whole lot to say. If you know Jossum Sharky, their streams are very, very fun, very cozy. Lots of collab stuff. Very deep voice.
Please, do not push the button.
All right.
You have no idea.
Rich.
Chris. Oh Lord.
I need a domain expansion.
Y'all y'all immediately beginning the assault. But yes, we do have song requests up. But let's see. I am currently working on the charity event thing that I did actually like last week. I'm looking at this snout and I'm like, it's not right. Something ain't right with this snoot, so I'm fixing it. Bears actually have kind of like a more narrow snoot than I think I initially gave it credit for. Song request, you say? Yes. Your brain a pond and put it in. But yeah, hopefully everyone's a happy Christmas Eve. So you know, we did it. I one of my friends earlier referred to it as Christmas Adam, and I do think that that's a funny way of referring to it. Maybe it's a tad too long. Yeah, Bears has surprisingly narrow snoots. He's kind of giving me the like, let me do it for you. Didn't I do it for you, Kermie? He's giving what the Borzoi. Also, welcome on Engadget. Glad to have you too, you sweet bean. Okay. Okay, head. What's going on? I'm not used to the tablet being this smooth. You like usually it's like it just like freezes. So it'll be like smooth and then exaggerated, of course. Can I have a drink from the chemical waste container? Wrong waste. What chemical are you drinking? You're drinking from the waste of the chemicals. You're not drinking chemical waste. This person has misspelled. Chat. Attack them. Okay. But yeah, happy Christmas Eve. I need to kind of figure out what my schedule is. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Blame my dick Lexia. The fucked up thing is I actually work tomorrow. I work tomorrow, but I get Friday off. Which, like, I mean, I can kind of see why, because, like, apparently, like, multiple people, boom, a burb. But welcome on Lemons, glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, welcome on Ed Stevens, glad to have you, too. Hi. So, yeah, currently we're working on, a piece for Barrick. This is of Barrick's partner, Ashral. And it is a piece that this is the closest thing I'll ever do to doing commissions, probably for like the next year or so, next year or two, because I don't feel ready to do commissions even remotely. But I would like to at some point. Also, Lemons, do you stream perchance? I can't remember. But no, I'm trying to get like, so the idea is I want kind of like not quite like off to this, like slightly off center, but also like kind of looking down. This is like the person is experiencing a very extreme stroke. I do not stream. I do not have the means currently. Understandable. I mean, I love streaming, but also I won't lie. Streaming is a significant, you know, it is a significant energy and time sink. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm thinking like, I almost want him like kind of peering over his glasses. Like, I do have a laptop and it's showing age. Yeah, you definitely cannot stream on a laptop nowadays. So like, the idea is like, if I'm kind of like trying to replicate the effect on the bear here, I'm kind of like trying to, you know, trying to like make it so that way he can peer over his glasses with like that kind of grin. But no, stroke you say? No, not not that type of stroke. The stroke where your brain no stop. Well, your brain is stop, as opposed to your brain no stop, where that's the brain working as intended. But hopefully everyone's week has been good. I mean, it's the final week of it's the final full week of like 2025, and honestly, good fucking riddance for this year. Good goddamn riddance. Awful, truly like one of the worst years of my entire life. So I'm hoping next year will be a bit better. What about when your brain doesn't work to begin with? You know, that's a good question, actually. Stroking Starky, new on HBO this winter season, grabs the slime, grabs you, squeezes you. I do hope things turn around for me soon because I don't want to give it a shot, but for now, the bird ain't streaming. That's understandable. Yeah, I definitely like I said, it's nice, but it's like it is a time and a money commitment. Like it is. I think I'm probably like for the entirety of my streaming career, I think I might still be like in the red where I've spent more money on stream than I've made from it. It's like it's close. Stroking Starkey? No, I'm not a rat to be shaken. Harder, pretty please. All right, okay, let me squeeze the slime even harder. Maybe we discuss that. What are you going to do in to make 2026 better than 2025? Welcome on in, Raya. Glad to have you, sweet band. Welcome on in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know anything like I don't know what falls necessarily in my purview that I can do to make 2026 better. I'm going to actively be searching for a job because working contract without PTO, without paid holidays, like would you know, living paycheck to paycheck is just not working for me. So that's something that does need to meaningfully change. But no. My goal in 2026 is get sillier with it and draw more. I definitely, honestly, like, low-key, that is to find a goddamn job. It's not, this market, like, the job market sucks absolute ass. It's so bad. Like indescribably bad. like eldritch abomination bad. But no, so that, you know, that there's a lot of stuff that kind of falls outside of my purview. I'm gonna try to find a better job. I'm gonna try to relocate because I don't trust that Indiana is gonna be doing well in the years to come. It's hell, even if I somehow ace an interview, I still get nothing. Oh, it's the meme. It's the meme of y'all getting paid. It's like it's the fucking, it's like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Well, at least you have a job. I get interviews and I get denied. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, you get interviews? I've been, to be fair, I've been trying my best, but like I have been job searching for like 6 months and still have not gotten a single interview. It's really bad. Like, why do we even have an economy? To perpetuate the powerful, the ruling class. Starkey, come join us in the public sector. Yeah, it's not great. The public sector is just as bad as the private sector. Well, go on, Ilyana. It's glad to have you sweeping. Also, here's the thing. I currently work in the public sector. I work for the government. I work contract for the government, and it's not, you know, viable.
Gee, I really could use a cup of coffee.
Shut the fuck up, Zeph. Welcome on in, Zeph. Glad to have you sweeping. I have the advantage, though, where, like, I am at least... Sorry, I'm a corporate shill. You're fine. I have the advantage, where at least I do currently have a job. So, like, I am from that perspective, doing relatively well for myself. Because, like, I can't afford to, like, live... you know... He doesn't know. You motherfucker. Hold up. Okay, what did you do? Okay, I'm pulling it up on my phone. God damn it. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll open my... Oh, I love technology. I mean, I'm glad that it did automatically just let me log into my own account, but it's been about working for the government as the job security and the 29% employer pension contribution. Okay, feed, I don't know, payments and orders? Feed, no, payments and orders, there we go. Why, okay, I'm gonna grab coffee gently. Oh my god, Swariel, thank you for the $50. That's really sweet of you. Zeph. You can tell because you're using your old PFP and your old username on there. Thank you so much for the 50 bucks, you sweet bean. Merry Christmas. Heck, thank you. All things considered, this year's Christmas has gone a lot better than previous ones, but it's just hard to feel good about that, you know. I am, all things considered, though, doing better in terms of like knowing that I'm okay and that I've got friends who are going to help me and cover me. This year has been pretty actively bad. If 2026 is as bad or worse than 2025, I will still manage, but I will not be okay. Like that's gonna be like my corruption arc. Or I just become a villain. Welcome on in, Cost. I gotta have you, sweet bean. I'm pretty sure my Christmas is gonna be rough since I'm in the process of moving. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not great. But no, not how I imagine spending Christmas break. What are we talking about? Just like trying my best.
Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Get yourself something nice with the money. Like I said, this isn't a threat, but I just want to say some people use gift money explicitly stated as fun spending money as savings. Someone was also found dead with no witnesses. Not related, but I want those thoughts to be next to each other, Starky.
I'll find some way to spend that money on myself. Okay. $50 on mayo. I'm the one spending the money, not Kasai. It's me. I'm the one who spends the $50. I'll figure out something to you know, to some degree it can kind of, I guess it can cover a couple more games that I wanted to pick up from the Steam Winter Sale. That seems like a reasonable way to kind of spend the money. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, $100 jar of mayo, a single. What the fuck are you doing to the mayonnaise? Like, are you putting fucking like edible gold flakes in that fucking jar of mayonnaise? How does that? There's no way there's $100 jar of mayonnaise. Okay, so it's kind of like down, then up. So something like that. Am I sometimes a force of nature or something? Yeah, you definitely get that energy sometimes.
Rats. Where rats? Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
When people talk about poisons, it's always cyanide this and asbestos that. But have you all heard of dimethylmercury? That shit can be absorbed through vinyl and latex gloves, is toxic at a very little dosage, vaporizes easily, and it kills you slowly. New irrational fear unlocked.
I mean, if you want a new irrational fear, I could always teach you about cluster headaches, also known as suicide headaches. They're just headaches that they happen spontaneously, and they are so bad, they're so painful that they are nicknamed suicide headaches because they will make you wonder if suicide can cure a headache. I just read Lionel Richie's aftershave has been pulled from shelves due to fears it causes infertility. That's fucking wild. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad I have you, sweet bean. To be fair, like, I don't necessarily like. I specifically try to avoid like welcoming that kind of information in my life nowadays, because like all it does is just like give me stress and anxiety. Oh, it's about prions. There's like, you know, humans are just like, life is just a very, very complicated set of machinery, and at any point, anything can go wrong. Prions are some fucked up shit. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, prions tend to be kind of more of a European thing because of mad cow disease. Like mad cow disease is much more of a European kind of thing. Okay. Poggers, I transcended this mortal shell and I ascended into the Mayo realm. Apparently, the ritual worked.
Wretch, wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the wretch.
Oh, son of a bitch.
We've gone from asbestos cigarette filters to infertility-causing aftershaves. I call that progress.
I mean, like, you know what? You're not necessarily... that is kind of fascinating how that happened, huh? So again, I'm getting a new PNG tuber from a friend, and I think you'll know about the type of commission when I tell you who's doing it. Trob is making the PNG, but I don't think it's stream safe yet. The work in progress is on his Discord. Okay, so you're getting... Because Trob as an artist definitely leans more, like, hyper-muscular, so I'll have to give that a check out later. To some degree, like, I do kind of want that to also be my style. You know, maybe a bit more contained, but... Like, you know. The fact that the protein could misfold itself into a prion inside your body anytime there's nothing you can do about it makes it even scarier. I mean, okay, so at some point, like, that kind of information is just, like, it doesn't really exist to benefit anyone. What's up, Crisp?
That's it. Misfolds your pre and get prion nerd.
I could do, as nanomachine goo, I could actually do that to someone. That's like one of those horrifying things about, like, fucking, like, Ant-Man could just do that to someone. And no one would know. No one would know that he just misfolded a protein and that guy dies. And they're like, we don't know what killed him. And Ant-Man's in the background just whistling. You're laughing, Ant-Man. This man has died of several mad cows disease. And you're laughing. Okay, so now if we draw the mouth, it's gonna be some you know, it's gonna be here, kind of near where the nose ends. A nano boar bite just causing misfolding proteins into prions. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to forward to getting Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease for Christmas. I should get updates on the 3D model soon. By the way, heck yeah. Where the boar drone, somewhere in design hell. Still. Okay, so I need to think about, like, where the lower jaw is. Because if this is, like, the upper part of the jaw... If it's not too much, I plan on setting a chatbot like Crisp. How hard is it to set a chatbot up like Crisp? Crisp? It's not actually that hard, all things considered. You do have to, like, because you have to download, like, another filter. It's like it's mostly just like another add-on for it's mostly just like another add-on for OBS, but you're gonna get very, very used to downloading add-ons.
No.
Okay. I want to make sure that I'm doing as like the best possible work I can, because like this was something that was like money was spent to receive this, so I'm like I am being very, very precious with the details. I don't know. Can I ask you something relating to emotes? Go for it. Also, welcome on, Matthias. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. So I'm thinking that I need to probably not like, because like this is a little bit more forward facing than I think I meant it to be. Mr. I saw a base Cheaton post while earlier on the train. Hell yeah, Cheaton, we love Cheaton is absolutely a vibe, and we love them. What type of situation do you think people have used talons in? Oh, I imagine the intended the intended environments. Like, well, because it's basically one of a set that Tag Tygon did. So I imagine when the other ones get used, that one gets used as well. Can you remove that as it's the opposite of what I want? Oh yeah. That seems really not to let me go nuke that from the queue. Cheaton said you are you in a pro trans post in that space. Hell yeah. But, I mean, look, you know, Cheaton never misses. Also forgot that Cheaton's on Blue Sky. I need to follow Cheaton. Cheaton will also throw bombs at you, so, you know, based. Exactly. No. Cheaton is correct to do that. Please, Cheaton, throw a bomb at me. I beg of you, release me from this mortal coil that I've become like trapped in. So this is like that grin that I'm kind of I'm not stealing, but it is like Gabrian Arts, who did the flex emote, had an entire post about like this style, like this kind of mouth position, and like how as an expression it's real good. Welcome on to Gamut. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give it a shout for Luis, aka Gamut Feathers. Like when Cheaton shows up at wrestling events, they haven't in a while, but it's always a treat. I am doing my own attempt at art, but how else will I get my dose of Science Bird if Science Bird explodes? I'll just like reform. Okay, that is that is an adorable emote. Oh my god, I love Kaigen's work so much. Kaigen is absolutely like has such an adorable style. There's definitely certain artists where I look at them, I'm like, I immediately like it. Like I can look at them. Big, yeah, we love Big here. That's why I got the Tumby emote. The person who you're trying to force to work a 9 to 5. Honestly, yeah, that city emote is absolutely like me trying to work a 9 to 5 is just I'm just sitting there like a bird. But no, I'd love to snag like a commission from Kaigen at some point. Probably like, you know, down the road when I have a little bit more disposable income. Like, does that little guy look like he can pay taxes? yes, because I literally have to, or else the government comes for my kneecaps. But like, I. Also, with all of these, I know what you are. Yeah. Yes. Starky's mom's yeah, my mom is a nurse. I mean, listen, I don't hide. I don't think I'm necessarily like. There are times I might be apprehensive about my interests, but I usually tend to be pretty open about like what I'm into. And to be honest with you, I think it's only going to get worse as I continue to develop and like discover and experiment as an artist, because genuinely, like, one of the best ways to develop as an artist is to just like draw something that you find really like compelling. And for a lot of artists, that's porn. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I wonder what Mama Morph would consider the scariest prion. When someone's too tall. That's just like most people experiencing me as a person in real life. I don't understand once a year we gotta pay the state of Texas. Fuck Texas. That's kind of where I'm at. If you ever want to know where government's priorities are, just look at the sentences for tax fraud versus manslaughter.
Starky has finally accepted and surrendered to the allegations that he likes stepping on people, that or feet. Either are acceptable and we don't kink shame here.
I mean, okay, I've said it before multiple times where, like, you can sell me on a lot of stuff just via power play. If there's power dynamics baked in, then, like, I do, like, it immediately becomes more appealing. Okay, this song's a banger, though. Oh god, how does the angle here work? Wait, I can put that in the queue. Is it whack or quack? It's whack. Oh, no, it's the line is 100% chance to make you wet. But no, we're just... Okay, how's this expression looking? Wet? Yes. I might need to make the eyes, like, might need to bump them up a little bit. So that way they're a little bit taller, so it's not quite so, like, devious. Or it might be like, hold up. Because, like, it's looking, I want menacing, I don't want menacing, I want cocky. Me, I'm the innocent one here. Also, me says the most cursed statement without hesitation. Time for the worst Christmas song soon enough. Why would you do that to us? Cocky's just menacing with a Cockney accent. It's not cocky. It's not cocky unless it comes from the Cockney region of the UK. Otherwise, it's just sparkling confidence. because it's Weezer and I gotta put the Weezer in the queue sometimes. You say that, but you sent me a fucking DM on Discord talking about how like your life has been ruined because you can't hear Buddy Holly normally anymore. Another kind of irrational fear of mine I've acquired recently is getting Steven Johnson syndrome. You might need to go to the doctor to get like anti-anxieties, low key. There is no Cockney region in the UK. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to go to the Essex region of the UK? just gets UK geography as incorrect as possible. Because like, you know, as someone who experienced anxiety, who had like classical anxiety, you know, diagnosis, like a formal classical anxiety diagnosis, you know, the way that you're kind of describing it, like the way that you're kind of going about it does remind me of very much of like my own experience with it, which is not a great thing, mind. Maybe some of the holiday stress bleeding into everything. That's fair. Yeah, that will in fact do it for sure. Talk about mutually assured destruction is fucking lit, bro. All right, I bet. I'll say it. I'm over existing. Why the fuck do we do that? Like, all I do every day is go to work, cry, pay taxes, eat hot chip, sit in my bed, watch YouTube shorts because my brain doesn't have the dopamine to do anything else. I'm over this life. You're over this life. Let's just go ahead and welcome on in, you know, to roll out the fallout. It's time to commit mutually assured destruction. Clearly, whatever untold nightmares will be brought forth by, you know, mass nuclear detonations could not possibly be worse than the late-stage capitalistic hell that we are currently living in. This, you know, this is Pareto-optimized garbage. Things cannot possibly get worse. There we go. A Cockney is someone who's born with the earshot of the bells of Bow. I understand. I don't get it. Sorry, what's this laser that makes you violently aware of everything? Why doesn't it affect me? I love that redeem. It's such a good, like, you know, it's really good about like helping me practice helping me practice like improv stuff. Hold up, I might want to make the eyes a little bit bigger as I'm moving them out. I've loved into getting stressed during this time of year, even though nothing's happening. That's kind of where I've been as well, honestly. Like, that's, for the longest time, I didn't like the holidays, and part of that is like very earnest stress reaction to like the, you know, as someone who deeply like values, I deeply value my schedules, so to have those messed with, it definitely hurts. But the other aspect of it that does make it harder is just straight up, you know, the difficulty of, you know, like some amount of it is just like, historically speaking, dealing with the difficulties and anxieties that always kind of plague this time of year. I need to rotate you. Yo, what did I get to drink? Perish of thirst, Zeth? Why is that an option? Not bow, like the front of a ship, but bow. Not bow, like the release arrows from the bells of Bow refer to the Church of Saint Mary Le Bow. You know, I sincerely appreciate the lessons on English culture. I do hope you understand that it is going in one ear and out the other. None of this is going to get remembered for the test. Let's take Zoloft together. Low key, that's kind of where I'm at, yeah. I am violently aware of our cosmic isolation, temporal futility, and micro implications of everything I do. I choose to be relentlessly kind, optimistic, and happy regardless. That's the thing. It's like there are people, there are those out there who unironically just like, you know, have the fuck you got mine mentality. I'll never understand that.
I just realized what I am because I didn't bother adding water as an option. It didn't even cross my mind as an option.
You thirsty bitch. Thirsty in the literal sense. Oh wait, I think I need to move the mouth down as well, because this is the jawline. It is allowed. It is allowed. The ice switch is allowed in this moment. Welcome on Akaborb. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
I've been doing a bit of research into the medicinal treatments for anxiety and depression, and it's starting to look like doctors throw shit at a wall and see what sticks, and hope it doesn't destroy the wall.
Have you considered the fact that that might be your anxiety speaking? Nondescript coal it is. So something like this. I forgot to leave. I need to leave a little bit of room here for the mustache. Okay, there we go. Room left for the mustache. I think I need to lower the snoot even more. No, but you're, I've been seeing people wrote, oh my god, Medicine X completely changed my life for the better, and it's amazing. Then seeing someone else writing it, it made everything worse. Well, that's because it's literally like, okay. So here's the thing about like medicine and why it's so fucking complicated. Because medicine has the widest error margins of any scientific field of study. And the reason is because every solution we have is so hyper-tuned to the way that your hormones in your body functions that there is no one-size-fits-all solution, and what might work for one person is disastrously bad for another person. That's why there's different formulations. It's not like there's no universal medicine that fixes everything. It's because, especially with neurological meds, they're so baked, like they're messing with the chemicals and the way that your brain functions, and we don't really understand the brain as well as we possibly the brain is almost impossible to understand. We are trying our best, but also like that doesn't mean that that this stuff doesn't demonstrably work. There's a universal medicine. It's called gin. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So something like this. Well, meanwhile, Eastern medicines like take this formulated bitter herbal medication to treat this list of illnesses you may or may not have. Yeah, it's because we're trying to hyper target. We're trying to create I was going for the raised eyebrow, chat. I've accidentally done the fucking the Pixar face. I've accidentally created the Pixar face.
Wretch, wretch, where the wretch.
Oh god.
There's a universal medicine when you live in the US of A. It's called taking painkillers, and if it's late enough, sleeping pills and NyQuil, and hoping the issue is solved by itself, as you can't afford the hospital pill but you can afford a 60-pill bottle of Tylenol.
I broke myself with this information. I actually got stunlocked by the realization that I've drawn the goddamn Pixar face. Fuck! Oh no, it's the spare. To be fair, because this isn't actually going to be this is just like a kind of a rough idea of where things are located. But god fucking damn it. God damn it. I mean, to be fair, it gets used for a reason, but it is just another it is a very real cliche. I'm mad at myself.
You all having NyQuil chicken this Christmas?
No, do not eat NyQuil chicken. It is literally poison. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna crash the fuck out. It's you're gonna keep it, right? I would have to check. I would check it with the barrack and be like, "Hey, I accidentally gave your partner the fucking. I accidentally gave your partner the expression." And I will, because to some degree I was supposed to send a rough sketch to be like, "Hey, is everything okay before I clean this up?" It's like when Deadmau5 accidentally remade Darude's Sandstorm. If you didn't see that video, oh my god, I've seen that video. I'm crashing out though. That's so goddamn funny. It's so, oh my god, why? Fuck. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's very funny, to be fair. When you accidentally rewrite the Office theme song, basically. What do you mean by the Pixar face? It's time for me to reveal my shame. So there is a specific expression that a lot of Pixar characters will use in advertising Um, let me see if I can find it. God fucking no! I don't want them. Give me. What's an example of? Okay, let me look at like what are famous Pixar movies. Big Blue Brain Man.
Wiz's Christmas song is going to have to fight fucking hard to beat this song for worst Christmas song.
Coco? Wait, does Coco have it? No. What's the Big Blue Brain Man and there is no Easter Bunny, there is no Santa Claus, there is no Queen of England. Megamind. Okay, Megamind 100% has it. it's so goddamn blatant. Isn't that DreamWorks? I might be fucking it up. I might be thinking. Oh, I fucked up which studio it was. Yeah, I was thinking DreamWorks face because I accidentally just fucking. Fucking actually kill me. Take the shot. Take the shot. Welcome on creativity. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. I can't fucking believe it. I'm losing my mind. How did this happen? How did this happen? It's changes accidentally.
Wretch. We're the wretch.
Oh no.
That face is giving pissing all by yourself, handsome.
It really is. Well, you know, there goes all of my artist credibility. This is oh my fucking I'm so fucking flabbergasted.
Please.
What are your eyebrows like? You got thick bushy eyebrows.
Duck this one.
Oh god, not you should have ducked that one. What about the Cartoon Network face? Is there a Cartoon Network face? Starky's assuming he had any credibility to begin with. You're not. Actually, you are very correct. It's like the stakes could not possibly be any lower. Or Beanface. To be fair, Beanface is just like that's one of those things that's like not actually like as much of a problem as they make it out to be.
Wretch. We're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
Starky, awful news. I found a bit of IARC that got in the full release of the E33 without being spotted before being patched.
I found it. Oh no. Well, I hopefully there's there should be like a report button or something. I mean, to be fair, that is the upside of having like a website like that. It's like you're almost certainly going to get a bunch of people who know what they're doing to be able to immediately it's like, yeah, this ain't it, chief. I'm kind of looking. I'm looking more for like downward, like something like this. So there they got patches. It's obvious. But speaking of AI, me. God damn it, Katai. I should not fucking look at my DMs while live on Twitch. Oh god, you sent me the fucking thing from Claire Obscure. Do I remember right that yes, I did study computer science, but this is the fucking thing I got sent. I got sent this by fucking Kasai. And I'm just like I'm actually like the crashing out is only getting worse. It's just oops all DreamWorks face. Dear Jesus. But yeah, no, let me go ahead and give you my credentials. I graduated. Never mind. Apparently, the ads are going to hit in a minute. So be sure to go grab some hydration, go grab a snack, go take care of yourself. Go, you know, go take care of yourself. You know, like we'll be back when you come back. So let me go ahead and give you my credentials. I graduated from a top 50 international university, specifically in computer science, with a degree in computer science and a specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. My passion and love for mathematics has been ruined by fuckboys with $1,000. Should Starky send Kasai to the raccoon shredder? So Starky's really crypto, bro. Fuckboys. I mean, okay, yeah, you are correct. Fuckboys is not the correct term because they will never be allowed. They will never be able to fuck. Awful fact, there's an alternate timeline where we all brought into Starky NFTs. That would, I mean, the infinite universe theory, like that is true, but also like this is not the one. This is not the timeline, so you know. Starky is really one of those AI bros. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Because here's the thing. The more you know about like the way that artificial intelligence and machine learning and, you know, like models work, the more you realize this technology is intrinsically never going to work. As someone who knows how the underlying technology works, there's this idea of like a logarithmic growth where things will at some point, or not logarithmic, but logistical, like there's logistical improvement beyond, like, basically the growth appears exponential initially, but it inevitably levels off. The models as they are now are as good as they will ever be. They can hyper optimize for specific things, but the models will never meaningfully improve beyond the point that they currently are, because mathematically speaking, they can't. Because like if you are hyper optimizing for like a specific answer that you want to get seen, you are in turn making it less accurate at every other answer. Growth is neat. Best thing I saw from AI is Mike Warriors giving an AI lobotomy by gas. I love that fucking video of the AI just having a full force stroke and crashing the API. Although eventually all infinite universes must converge to an endpoint. Hmm. Are you referencing the Chris Chan dimensional merge? What, you know? I'm talking about the multiverse death, like in the DC universe. I don't want to know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything I've learned about Chris Chan has been against my will. I feel like the less I know about that specific individual, the better. I feel like I have somewhat of a good question. My rotted brain can't formulate it. Sorry, why would today be any different? Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like it doesn't need to be. Well, Embellis, welcome on in, Embellis. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay. So if I think about like Abois, hope all you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Oh, it's Weezer time. Embellis, do you stream? I can't remember. You definitely stream. I know for a fact you've got emotes. Me when I grab Embellis and also take my mod's job away from them. Get shouted out. But welcome on in. How you doing, you sweet bean? If this song was a spice, it would be flour. Welcome on in, Zed. Glad to have you. Bois, thank you. I'm doing really well. Honestly, I'm glad to hear that. Like somehow Saturday now has been the best 3 to 4 days in the past year and a half. So I'm sincerely like that's great to hear. Welcome on in, Zed and Ivan. Glad to have you, sweet beans. Mods, if you'd be so kind as to give a shout out to Zedern and Ivan Art. Two heckin' spectacular artists and also very sweet beans. I don't know why I said the other made it sound suspicious. But I am currently in the process of trying to figure out how to draw like. So this is I'm doing something that's vaguely a commission. It's a charity event thing I promised. So I'm currently trying my absolute hardest to make sure I'm fulfilling it to the best of my abilities. Okay. Because so to some degree, this is a little bit like he's leaning a little bit forward. So I am trying to like kind of match that energy. Belly, yeah. I'm trying to get the. I think I did a relatively good job on the belly. I'm still need to figure out how to do the like belly good. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do the belly button proper, but. Starky question: how do I avoid going mad from power from having a 3D model? Because doing anything with a 3D model becomes exhausting. That is how. One of my nicknames was Belly, so I feel like I need to get belly art. I didn't consider that, but yeah, Embellis Belly. Cries in Unity. I got a commission who's Japanese model makers to make a very high quality statue of pregnant Papa Mud. Oh my god. That is cursed.
Starky, have you heard of this concept where infinity is not a true constant, and chaos is? It's hard to explain, but the way it goes is that at some point, infinity will end, leaving only chaos as a true constant.
Because infinity isn't a constant. Inflates you big and round with Baja Blast. I mean, listen, you gotta leave some room to stick Zed in there. I mean, what? Just kidding, Zed. Love you. I have a power trip until you realize making any changes and edits and actually animating it is torture. Oh, 100%. But no, like... Where was the thought? So the thing you have to understand about infinity is that it is infinity as a concept is not a constant. Infinity is a like
Concept
is the closest description.
Team Rocket is Bajal blasting off again.
Like you know, we have constants in mathematics like e, pi, I, etc. You know, you know, we're not including I in this conversation, but these are not fundamentally in the same like category because infinity is not a specific number. It is the concept of a sequence that never ends. So like you know, the concept of infinity plus 1 that's just infinity, which is like that fundamentally like this is why like it can't be considered a constant. For a second I thought you were going to say the thing you got to know about inflation. No. I'm not into inflation, but I do like Baja Blast. Starky, you're mastering me again. But no, like this fundamentally is why it's like, you know, this is why it's not it's not a constant, it's a concept. Which also, like, you know, for like 2 times infinity is also just equal to infinity. And there are mathematical proofs that show this. It's extremely counterintuitive, but because infinity is some bullshit, and like the more you understand it, the, you know. Okay. How do bear ears work? Okay. Okay. So face fluff. Behold a bear ear. Or consider. Okay, it's kind of like. I'm back to 3. I'm sorry, Ivan. But, you know, congrats on the 3 stream streak. So I think the difference between, because like bear ears are very similar to mice ears. I think the major difference is basically, like the major difference I think is just like how wide they are. Like if, you know, eye, nose, mouth. I feel like bear ears are like narrow, whereas like mouse ears are like big and rounded. Because like I'm trying to specifically avoid looking mousy. There's also an aspect where time isn't part of the true constant, but I think otherwise, because how do we know there's chaos if we can't measure it or see it, since it happens constantly? Big and round. Like to make small S curves on the top of ears. So it's to some like almost like that, but like to some degree like not quite as exaggerated. Like, you know, if this kind of being the ear, and then there's the other, like, you know, here's the other side. That definitely tends to be the way a lot of furries do that kind of style. Well, more on the top. Oh, so like something like that, where it's like, oh, I think I see what you're getting at. This is gonna be a skip. This is gonna be a skip. I don't know how to describe it. Who put Santa's bussy in parentheticals, Santussy, in my fucking music queue? Which one of you godless heathens did this? I have Konomania fixation. Who? Brionic, you aren't safe. I'm inside of your house. Joke's on you, I'm at work. Something like this. I don't actually hate that ear. Starky, a song needed nuking. I'll nuke it. But yeah, hopefully everyone's end of year is going well. Like I said, I'm very much glad that this year is coming to an end. This year has sucked absolute just dog shit. Genuinely like one of the worst years I could possibly have imagined. So I am glad to see it go. I went to the office today and I was the only one there. Yeah, my friends who worked in the office apparently had a very similar experience.
I wonder if Krampus has ever explored Santa's Santussy while Mrs. Claus is running errands.
I like to think so. I like to think so. Okay, so I'm looking at the hairstyle. It's very much mohawk energy. We're kind of the energy is here. My headcanon is that Santa and Mrs. Claus are in an open relationship. So do you think we can make it an image of singularity from energy? Do you think we can make an image of a singularity from energy it releases? No. No, because informations are also like black holes are informational endpoints. Like if you think about, why are you trying to get me started on the fucking mathematics? Motherfucker out here trying to get me started again. The answer is no, for reasons. Math stream when? We already did a math stream. I mean, would y'all? I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm all like math streams give me anxiety, not because like to some degree it's the anxiety of being like, hey, I don't know if everyone's enjoying themselves, but no, like that is because it is like the kind of thing where it's like it is very much hit or miss. The Big Borb, hi. Welcome on in, Razumari. Glad to have you, Sweet Bane. I had an epiphany that the black holes aren't just informational endpoints, and we can possibly be able to discover more elements via black holes. Probably not. Probably not. Actually, that's an interesting question. I'm kind of curious now. What's the term for it? Does gravity time dilation affect elemental decay rates? I presume that they do, because it is like a I don't understand the underlying mathematics behind time dilation well enough to like make like strong assertions. I think that's kind of where where I'm at with that topic. I've somehow made a working theory, and also that radiation that is produced can move faster than light if we see Hawking radiation. No, because that's not what Hawking radiation is. Hawking radiation is not... Like, it is not things escaping the black hole. It is pair production sucking in half of the antiparticle, and then the other one goes free. Okay, how the what the fuck am I missing? I mean, I think the answer is that this is not supposed to be here. Which viewer would you bring? You're in the back rooms and you get to bring one viewer with you. That's a good question. At that point, it's kind of like, who am I accepting death with? Not my Christian Minecraft server. Oh my god, I forgot. What's your favorite elementary particle? I don't I don't know enough mathematics or I don't know enough of particle physics to actually have a meaningful opinion on that. Still need to work out some kinks and discrepancies, but it's pretty solid. My immediate reaction would probably be like, there's something in classical, like there's something in classical or quantum, you know, quantum physics that meaningfully like it explains the phenomenon you're seeing in a way that like is probably, you know, it's probably, I can't go for it, but also like don't be surprised if it immediately gets turned back as like, hey, here's the underlying principle you're missing. I just realized I've been fucking doing this all on like basically what's functionally a sketch layer. Where's the beard? The beard starts around eye level. Anymore. The dance floor. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. The dance floor. Am I gonna make that? I think I didn't need to make the nose smaller again. There we go. I just realized I might have spent so much fucking time and effort getting the expression right just to cover up with a mustache. All right, I need to hide the bear. You won't hear me say that often that I need to hide the bear, but we are in fact here. Like most of the black holes that exist are at one point massive stars that have reached a certain size that near their lifespan collapses in itself in the amount of stable atoms like iron it had produced, and the atoms that made up of the former star all combined into an atom with a massive number. That's not what a black hole is. A black hole, because that's not what a singularity is. Oh god fucking damn it. Oh, I have to fight the, hold up, I gotta find my I have to fight my tablet real quick. I'm in the backroom mod pack with a friend, and why is the table at the end of the long hallway is so menacing? Everyone's favorite enemy, the table. There we go, perfect. Mainly, I suddenly feel vindicated after sharing that. I mean, well, I'm just over here, just like, you're missing some stuff. Am I the problem? Am I the buzzkill? I know. Chat, am I the problem? Am I toxic? Not as toxic as a crypto bro. Fair enough. So I still need to work out the discrepancies. Fair enough. Or a pufferfish. Starkey contains your daily dose of boredom, so not toxic. Or at least has a perfect environment for a massive atom to be stable enough to exist long enough. Again, time dilation. Dilates your time. Okay, so I think it ends up being like kind of more front facing as far as mohawks go. So gives it a toxic as strychnine. That's actually relatively toxic, you know. Hence the chuckle emote. Starky, stop making me bigger. You're dilating me too much. I hate it here. How did my life become this? Anyways. So the heck was that? Brain rot version of Last Christmas. I'm not deigning to acknowledge it, because that would only encourage the person who put it in there. But also, welcome to Pseudo Wolf. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
Wretch, where the
I know who put it in there. Who was it?
Starky, I got 10 cases with some Christmas money from my brother and I got something really fucking good. I am going to show you it.
Yeah. 10 cases? 10 cases of what? TF2 cases? Oh. Wait, I stimmed so hard to reach a work in progress conclusion like that one night. I guess because it starts below it starts like around the chin area. Here. As problematic as AI is, that's not a promising start to a sentence, I won't lie. I will see if this next song behaves before I shame. That's fair. As problematic as AI was, I was toying around the hypothetical concept of a multi-agent system of different kinds of AI, not just a bunch of chat GPTs, and more so a cluster of neural networks piloting robots. Again, like, you know, it's interesting technology, but it fundamentally doesn't, you know, resolve the problems of AI. Like, it, you know, I feel like to some degree everyone's getting ahead of themselves because this technology like hasn't meaningfully existed for a while. Like, we're not, you know. I've got 2 unboxes in the case of one taught, one weapon. What makes AI intelligent, or is it just the name? It's a marketing tool. That was something that was very explicitly stated in my college courses on AI. Is like, yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. It is more or less exclusively a marketing tool. What the fuck is... How goes the art? Popping into Lurk. Welcome on Scintilla. Good day, Sweet Bean. I think it's going relatively well. Will there ever be truly intelligent AI? That's kind of hard to say, but we definitely don't have the means or technology for it now. I think it would require a better understanding of the way that human neurology works. Food almost ready and about to drive out to get it. About to get it? Heck yeah. Honestly, I'm glad that you're taking care of yourself and, you know, getting something kind of nice before the holidays hit. I don't think said concept is going to benefit society, but I want to simulate a survival environment between robots. You can just make that with, like, a program. Like, people do that all the time. And I will say, like, making it in a computer program, it will significantly, like, it'll make your life so much easier. Oh, eating chicken strips tomorrow for dinner? That's fair.
Wretch, wretch,
But hey,
we're the
also happy Christmas Eve.
Comp sci majors were never taught to be prepared for Roko's basilisk occultist investor tech brothers who were shipping infinitely resource-hungry, world-killing technology designed to make number go up for a select few.
Yeah, like I said, when I took my course in artificial intelligence, there was a 1 week section on the ethics of creating AI, and I got a C on that paper because I said, hey, maybe our system of governance is intrinsically unsustainable. and the problem isn't with the artificial intelligence. The problem was with society as a whole. And they're like, that's I gotta see. I'm mad about that fact. Where I point out, like, hey, you know, it seems like the problem here, the problem between, you know, problem detected between chair and keyboard. Wait, what was the Rismus song? AI? It was AFK. Long for more cursed Christmas music when it came on. It was a meme so bad that I skipped it. Like, I am entirely willing to skip garbage. I've moved beyond my arc where I let that kind of stuff play out in full. I don't know if I want that. I've heard that stuff people are doing with brain organoids are already an ethics nightmare. Oh, I'd imagine so. I had anxiety gremlins and still managed to make it to Ride Club. Hell yeah! Congrats. That's like seriously a huge step, man. Welcome on a monkey. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I was trying to get you in the mood. The mood for what? A dumpster fire? I prefer my fires not trash related. But no, like it's. I don't necessarily like. I let Mariah's carry All I Want for Christmas Is You to play out in full, but like that's
Wretch, wretch, where the
What's up, Chris?
First I went for the GPU, then the RAM, then the SSD, and now they made I to play games for you. That's right, you too can have I handle video games so you have more time to vacuum and do laundry.
I'm just like over everything about this here.
wretch,
All right.
wretch, where the wretch.
What's up, Chris?
Go.
But yeah, here's hoping 2026 is a little bit better. What is wrong with this arm? I feel like it's supposed to be like more full here. Starky, you're gonna hate next year because it's the year of the horse. All right. Now let's clean this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably send this over to Barrick. Just get his okay. Be generous with that that latissimus dorsi. I have no idea what any of that means. I do not know muscles by name yet. Yeah, now I'm gatekeeping gamers' views. AI to play a game, you ain't a real gamer. The muscles you see behind the arm and the belly. Okay. So, okay, so something kind of like this. So something like, almost like this. Instead of that curve, try flipping the curve of it. So like, kind of like this. That does look a lot better. I think I need to fill in a little bit, like I need to push the pec more so that way I can fill in the space more cleanly. Then the arm actually covers it. And then draw, like, yeah, and the pecs need to come out more. This is a minute and a half. I'll allow it. Like, botting already is only acceptable in a few niche scenarios, but I can't think of a scenario where you can't just write a script for it. The song is sounding like something that came out of the Smiley Friends. It's from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so it kind of same energy, low-key. Because this is Meatwad. Why the fuck is this on Spotify, low-key? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Down this road before, she always ends up wanting more and takes one look and runs away. Creature of the night. How could she ever love me right? Fun fact, Weird Al released a song that was actually angry. Is it Girls Just Want to Have Lunch? Because I'm aware of that one. I think I'm making the pecs too small. Like I think that might be part of the problem. It's like I need to make them more generous.
Wretch, we're wretch, we're the wretch.
Starky, I just checked the price of my unusual weapon I just handboxed. It's $170. This is a Christmas miracle.
It's not that much. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is like that is a pricey weapon, but also. It says, "Is that a half horse?" There we go. That's looking a lot better, actually. Just kind of pushing it out to help kind of like take up more of the space. I think I'm like I think like my biggest artistic flaw is I keep like sectioning things off, which I don't think is correct. Like it's not accurate and it's not correct to it's like the way that the musculature actually works. It's like they kind of grow into each other. It was actually political. It was not a parody. Oh, hold up. Oh my god. Hey, Twitch. I guess to be fair, this is OBS's issue, but sometimes the fucking the goddamn scroll thing just becomes glued to the bottom. It's actually like such an annoying thing. All right. You have to scroll down very carefully because otherwise it immediately fucking like magnetizes to the bottom again. It was actually political. It was not a parody. Interesting. Was it Christmas at Ground Zero? Because I found that trying to find dumb songs and it felt a bit too touchy. Okay. Rage Against the Machine killing in the name. Oh yeah, I could absolutely see Weird Al doing like a meaningfully angry rendition of that. Okay. Oh yeah, apparently this is the first in the past 46 years in several ways. Interesting. Okay. Also, I wonder what my brain topography looks like right now. He only does parodies. He doesn't heavily swear. He isn't forceful or angry. He doesn't cover politics. He was in My Little Pony, and here he is doing this. I mean, yeah. He's also like Weird Al cares very deeply. And I think if you care very deeply, it's kind of impossible to engage and look at what's happening in like right now and be anything other than just pure angry. All right. Sorry, can I make an art of your burb sound? Go for it. Honestly, I'd be honored. The only rule I have is nothing explicit. And that, just it's not even necessarily like if you're going suggestive, just let me know the idea in my experimental animation area. That'd be awesome. Ever clearer. So can I make a borb of your art? Go for it. I don't know what that means, but this part of me, I realize I just can't stop, won't stop wasting all my time. Whoa, I know it's such an old cliche, Maybe it's not you, it's me, so... Doc, I don't want to be a babbling bother, but I'm bubbling up, you know, shit. I've been living in despair my whole... That's... Also, I was going to do something funny for PubMed for going 18 plus. I mean, okay, here's the thing about the PubMed going 18 plus. Nothing is going to meaningfully change about like the way that the mods are engaging. If you want to make suggestive art, I think he gave the go-ahead on that, but like, do expect that like if you actually are actively horny towards him, we will still time you out. Like that very much has not changed about the, you know, the way that we are expecting to moderate. Is the Metaton legs meme? Okay, that would actually be pretty funny. Possibility that might bring me peace. But my head releasing you every day. Leave me. This isn't easy. See, you get it? Yeah, exactly. Because it's. I'll be honest with you. I feel like anything like Undertale coded would be understood. I don't think PubMed's played Undertale, but like it you know, at times it edges close to being, you know, problematically over horny, but like it never quite crossed that line. So. Instead of, although instead of the boots, it would just be his paws and Gremlin Mr. Mudd on top. That would be pretty funny, actually. Makes sense why you wouldn't want father to suddenly become daddy overnight, because those have completely different implications. Oh, yeah. And it's also just like, you know, he is not comfortable with being overtly sexualized as a person, which, like, you know, Chad is very respectful of. But it, you know, it to some degree has been a change that has had, you know, it's been something that probably has been warranted for a little bit yet. All right. I actually like how this piece is coming together quite nicely, I think. All right. There we go. I have a personal friendly server I need to adjust. I'm more of a family friendly person myself, but I've got a fair number of friends who might discuss less family friendly topics. And I think that like that is to some degree like the nature of online communities is like they're you know, you might like there I think there is like a tendency for things to shift as time goes on. Is like, you know, as community members come in and out, you know, like, you know, the kind of vibes of a place will change over time. Like I don't necessarily think I would do it, but I think I could meaningfully become a safe work streamer if I could just curb my cursing habit. But like the community I have right now is very much one that is not safe work, because the topics that y'all the topics y'all bring up that I do encourage because I engage with them are you know, do lean more not safe for work. I try to restrain myself when possible, though it's hard when it becomes habitual. Yeah, I definitely understand that. I understand that a great deal, honestly. Oh, I need to add the chest fluff yet. Okay. Here. This is the tip I got from DA. Is that the nipples are supposed to be at the bottom, like basically split the the pec into thirds, and the nipple's supposed to be around here. We're about to run our second set of 3-minute ads. We run this every hour to turn off pre-rolls. People don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. Feel free to go grab go grab some snacks to take care of yourself. Go, you know. There you go. Yeah, go grab a snack, go grab some snacks, go grab some hydration, go walk a dog. You know, go experience the existential nightmare that is engaging with anatomy as an artistic concept. Oh my god, I almost forgot the fucking wings, too. I am not even remotely ready to be an artist. Yeah, it kind of like leaks into the tummy a little bit. Okay. And now we have the wings left. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not necessarily the most chatty. I'm a bit in the like the focus zone, as I'm trying to get like, because I'm not necessarily on a time crunch, but I do want to make sure that I'm giving these things the proper amount of focus and attention that I feel like they deserve, while also like, being not necessarily like speedy about it, but expeditious. Okay, perfect. This is going to be a bit weird trying to figure out. I probably just want to do a layer underneath so I can sketch out the rough shape and then figure out the intersecting bits afterwards. I was like, the arm felt a little bit too short. It still feels a little bit too short. Where's the part where art stops being a perpetual struggle? Is that never? Is that never? Does that never stop being the case? All right. Okay. I think this is coming together. You're supposed to. God damn it. You're kind of supposed to avoid tangents. Bird guy found a wizard cave exploring game. Hell yeah. What's it called? This is just kind of giving me a sense of roughly. Oh, Noida? Yep, I'm well aware of Noida. This is kind of just giving me a sense of like roughly how I can expect color values to work out. I'm not going to color this, but I do kind of want to not shade it, but like give it like a rough, you know, kind of thatch patterns. You have an enemy with firearms. I see you made it to Hisi base. That's farther than I've ever made it. Okay. I'm just gonna send the raw line work, I think. I was looking at that, it, you know, I'm probably gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna do something kind of, something in the vein of like adding some like shading or thatching, like some kind of gradient effect to like kind of like, you know, show the difference of like to show the difference of color, but I've been typing some weird philosophical tangent that I'm thinking might be easier to talk about outside of stream, to be honest, but that pop-up announcement has triggered some thinking on my part. Go for it. I mean, yep. All right, let me go and send this over to Barrick for validation. Ooh, interesting war paint. Barrick. When was the last time we talked? Too long ago. There it is. Okay. Oh my god, my eyes definitely need a refresh because I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is ass. Oh, hold up. Chat, I might be fucking cooked. I didn't do the fucking horizontal flip test. Burgers, I make it a habit not to say things that could sound bad removed from its context. That's fair. I mean, it relatively passes the flip test. I'm not a huge fan of the ear. Starky cooked in Ohio, chat. I think this is a situation where we just, you know. Problem announcement? Oh yeah, so the problem announcement is that so you know, when he first started streaming, he chat is a fourth person pronoun. It really is. Basically, when he first started streaming, he was all ages, but as time has gone on, his community and, you know, has to some degree shifted. And so he's you know, formally moving away from family friendly to 18 plus. Which is a change that I am, you know, it was something like the mods, you know, like you mentioned, the mods were very much like, hey, this is a meaningful concern we have that we would like addressed. You know, we see, you can't get anything out of context. Smart considering how big he's getting. Yeah, it's just like, it is very much a logistical thing primarily. It's like, you know, as moderators, we can't be there 24/7. Like, we're not paid to moderate his chat, so we're doing it on a, you know, we're doing it on the basis of like, hey, you know, this is all a volunteer work, and then it would probably help due to his newer streaming guests too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, to some degree, like, he's been exploring a lot of new concepts both on stream and like in other spaces. Nothing personal against Popma, but if you go 18 plus, I say rebrand altogether. I mean, to some degree, like, there is something to be said about, like, basically drift. Apparently, because of this, you don't build an audience that's family friendly, then basically go adult with the same brand. I'll be honest, I never really saw him as family friendly. It was, to some degree, it was easier to see, like, before the year started. That said, his streaming is a lot of shit. This is streaming, a lot of shit goes. Yeah. And, like, you know, welcome on in, Goose. Can I sweep? Give a shout for Goose. It's one of those things where it's like, it's more a consequence of like the way that the community moves as opposed to, like, you know, it's because he ended up being in contact with and making friends with a lot of like 18 plus streamers, and, you know, he wants to host his friends without like meaningfully, or, you know, I'm trying to be like judicious about the way I'm phrasing this. But, you know, it's like he wants to, you know, brain. I'm so art pilled right now that like my brain doesn't like it's the kind of thing where it's like, because it is a complex topic, I don't want to like, you know, say something out of turn in a way that like I don't mean it to. But I'm also like so deep in the art zone where I'm like, the brain is not braining right now in terms of like linguistic expression. But no, I can understand, like, you know, the concerns. In my opinion, 18 plus streamers have more chill communities. Yeah. There's a reason why, like, I've, you know, I've always been 18 plus. It's just because like I don't have the time for dealing with children. They are just a huge drain and exhaust, like a drain on resources. Welcome on a Goose. How you doing, you sweet bean? Here. Okay. What you drawing? I'm drawing, last week I did a charity event with Huntar Yinigu, where I offered up basically the closest thing to a like commissional offer until I'm like significantly better at art. But no, this is this is a refined sketch I'm doing for Barrick, of one of his partners, Astral. So yeah. See, hey Barrick, I'm working the sketch for Astral. Looks really good. Yeah. So it's a rough sketch, or like this is currently the rough sketch. What I'm gonna do is refine it and probably add some shading. All right, we go and send that over. But yeah, no. So this is, I think that this is going okay. Like I said, it is rough. Stuff like this is definitely gonna, like, as I realign it, it will look a lot cleaner. What does this laser do? Fires a laser that makes you have to drink water or die. All right, I'll hydrate. Okay. Now I can also start working on the second piece, which is, this is for Pyro. This was actually going to be colored. He wants his Sona in the Max Payne 2 pose. Which this is definitely doable. Admittedly, this is definitely a decent chunk of perspective drawing that I'm gonna have to do. Especially because I do still want to try to get it like waist up. You know, like, so I'm gonna have to increase the canvas size a little bit. Is this 100 gex? This is giving 100 gex. But yeah, hopefully you've been doing well, Goose. My band. Okay. So to some degree, with this clean this clean of a, like, you know, thing. All My Fellows. Wait, is this the same guy as the guy who did All My Fellows? Hold up. Because if so, that actually makes a substantial amount of sense. Okay. Hide you for now, because I'm just snagging the perspective is what I need to grab for this right now. Okay. GP Writer, like, GP's got some adorable emotes. Also, I do like the cake emote. That was on my ink. I did not realize. There's so many amazing artists in the furry community. To some degree, like, you know, it is the perpetual thing of like the artists where it's like you'll never, you know. Okay, so what is this doing? Okay, so tiny shoulder here. By the way, Starky, what's up? No DreamWorks face? It's vaguely DreamWorks face E. Like it's a little, it's not full DreamWorks face, but it's got a little tinge of it. All right, I did get approval from Barrick, so I'll probably work out the skeleton for this one, and then get to I need to start making more memes to bully Starky. What do you mean? All right. So to some degree, it's like, what is the arm doing? What is this arm doing? I kind of like the idea of like it's just like because he's wearing like a blazer or a trench coat. What's up, Crisp?
Many people have heard of Post Malone the rapper, but have you heard of Home Alone? It's a popular Christmas movie starring Macaulay Culkin.
I have heard of Home Alone. Welcome on, Kenny. Glad to have you, Sweepy. Good shout for that, Kenny guy. To a dirty double bed. She said, Joe, you should be wary of the woman you pretend to love. All right, perfect. So this will be what I'm probably working on in the new year. Also, sorry for the game title had a sponsorship I had to finish. The Puzzles and Chaos. Oh no, you're fine. All right. All right, so I need to, there's a lot of detail work I kind of want to add in. I can focus on, I can focus people's energy to tormenting Starky and distract people from calling me out. No one will ever know. Yeah, I was using to save up for a late Christmas present. That's awesome. I'll be honest with you, I've never... I've got a couple of sponsorships set up through Stream Elements, but like I don't know. I always do, like I said, I always do this. Like for me, streaming has always been a like a social thing instead of a monetary thing. So like the idea of making money off of it, you know, it's not necessarily impossible, but like it doesn't click. Okay. It doesn't happen often for me, maybe like once every 2 to 3 months or so. 50-50 for me, the support can help me do more. I suppose that's fair. I mean, the meaningfully, like, the things about my stream that I want to improve the most are stuff that kind of is outside of my control. Because, like, I want to stream at a higher quality, and my PC can handle it, but my ISP can't. And there's not something I can change, except if I choose to move, which I am trying to, so... If you could start a social experiment with your community, what would it be? I'll be honest with you, the words social experiment have become so deeply tainted in my brain that, like, putting them together is basically a surefire way to make me disengage with the hypothetical. All right. I know that this is, like, supposed to be a refined sketch, but... I'm also, like, I kind of want to treat it like line work. Because this is very much for a friend. This is for Barrick and Astral. Why social experiment been poisoned? Bastards on YouTube. Because that's the excuse that prank channels use. Okay, and let's alter the wording for Kasai. If you could do a long-term scientific study on the human psyche in your chat, what would you do? Oh, God. I mean, is an ethics board involved? If ethics is not restricted, does StarkyMorph have an ethics board in universe? Yes, it does canonically exist. Ethics board is like a mood board. Okay, that one's actually really funny. What is this? Is this song like a neurological experiment? What is happening?
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
Alright, it's time for the StarkyMorph Viewer Awards, and the first award is Least Funny Chatter. StarkyMorph, tell us who won this Razzie of an award.
I feel like it's a real close tie between Zeph and Kasai. I think it's close between the two of you. I say with all of the love in my heart, but also, like... Who's winning that tiebreaker? I guess I would rather listen to Buddy Holly than Mayonnaise, so I think Kasai wins it. What do you mean tie? It's an homage to a Japanese radio calisthenics program in the 70s. Interesting. Yeah, I won. Congrats, Kasai. Time to go to the raccoon shredder. What's my prize? The raccoon shredder. Lobotomy. Because I think I'm realizing like the nose here is a little bit. It's a little bit narrow for my liking. Welcome on, Ocean. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We are currently in the process of doing a refined sketch, which I think so. I probably should like clarify in my brain what I think a refined sketch actually is. What's up, Crisp?
StarkyMorph, could you please change the way I'm facing towards the raccoon shredder so I can see Kasai's reward?
I can't move because I'm stuck because I'm crucified. I forgot. Yes, that you are still in fact crucified. But I was about to say, is how dare you insinuate I'm even slightly funny? You know what? Fair point. Fair point. I respect the ownership. Oh shit me. Zeph, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you for the gift subs over to Kazette Cheesies. I have no idea what that says. Demon King Gammon and Lethergar. Thank you so much for the gift subs over to those sweet beans. If you received a gift, feel free to say thank you, and also enjoy the emotes. All right. I will say I do have a backlog of art projects now to handle, because I do want to. I need to get Krim back for for hitting me with so many subs. So I will be making him gift art at some point. Next up is probably so I'm probably doing a still life study, and then I should probably do like a form study, and then I'll probably try the Krim piece, and then from there like do like material studies and go from there. Next year is definitely going to be a year of like doing a lot of experimenting and trying out stuff with art, which is going to be a lot of fun. Experimentation is fun. Yeah. Welcome on in, Red. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Redesign CG? How you holding up? I'm currently drawing. Oh, it is Panda Bear, but yes, bear. How you holding up though? Happy Christmas Eve. The eve of Christmas Eve. Not sure if the cranberry mango juice will be rancid or delicious, but I'm ready. That sounds delicious. They get the sweetness from the mango, and then the like the tartness from the cranberries. Yeah, so this is something I'm doing for charity. Last week I was part of a charity stream with Huntar. So I'm currently fulfilling my promise of the refined sketch. I say refined sketch, but this is, you know. All right. I do feel like my fluff is actually like I feel like I'm actually getting better at drawing fur in a way that like conveys fluff as opposed to like I don't know. I've been having like I feel like I have hold up like let me open one of my somewhat recent pieces. Oh yeah, like this is probably almost certainly going to be a good example where it's like it's all very very sharp. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, this is full like line work, but no, there is meaningful like improvement. Even already in like what's it called when you encourage people to insult you because you don't know how to respond to compliments asking for a friend? That's called that's called a trauma response. I'm not even kind of joking. Like that is meaningfully that is a trauma response. As someone who cannot take a compliment, or who struggles rather to take a compliment, that is a trauma response. All right. Again, the ears just do not feel right. I mean, I guess the more like something like this, and then that actually might be worth like investigating as a potential option. All right. I will say, like, I feel like I feel like Paramore has like really survived the test of time. And I don't know if maybe that's just like, maybe that's like my, like me, you know, being rosy tinted glasses, but I feel like the songs that like they've made genuinely like still hold up in the modern day and age. Maybe my taste in music is just metastasized. Yeah, I forget that 4 hours of travel is exhausting. Oh, just a bit. What are you doing that's 4 hours of traveling? Hello? Oh, I guess to be fair, it is. I don't know why it's a very silly question for me to be asked. Like, what's got you traveling 4 hours during the fucking holidays? Welcome on in, Swami. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. All right. Eye shapes are like kind of fascinating. That's like I should probably do like an eye shape study as well to kind of figure out like how I really want like how I want to draw them, because to some degree I'm just drawing whatever shapes feel right. Basically, my family's on the other side of the state. Ugh. So you either take two train systems, a bus, and either another bus, or be driven home. I have to remember, I offered a... I did not offer this line, but I you know, to some degree. So I'm getting the basic line work done, and then I'm going to add some extra detailing. Because I feel like that's like what I would call like refined line work, or like a refined sketch is like sketch, but also like plus details. Welcome on in, Pyro. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I will say I have started your piece. I just have the skeleton of it now, but I am currently probably like 80% done with Barrack's thing. So it's not going to be more than a stream left of me working on this for Barrack. I say that, but like there are a lot of details I want to add. My line work is cringe. I feel that so deeply. To be fair, I'm like, I rated into Brand recently. I was genuinely flabbergasted by how good his line work has gotten. Like it's so good. And I was like, it's simultaneously like great and kind of a curse to have started art at the same time as other people, because it does mean that I have like direct comparison to be like, okay, this is how far other people have gotten in the same amount of time. But everyone's art journey is different, so I can't really compare myself to anyone else. I do it like a monthly or every other month, and then come back with a bunch of food. I saw a crow trying to perch on a palm tree today, and it kept tumbling off while cawing. That's me. That's me in real life. I am the kind of bird where I'm just trying my best, but sometimes the tree no want keep bird on top. My art journey is filled with me drawing everything as buff, even if they're not supposed to be. I mean, hey, like, honestly, that is... Here's the thing. Learning anatomy is good. Because, like, even like, if you're drawing something that isn't supposed to be buff, you can, like, just learn... Like, still having that, like, base knowledge of anatomy is going to help you. Because you're going to be able to be like, oh, hey, like, this is, this is what this muscle is doing. So, like, it might not necessarily seem to be immediately useful, but it's like, okay, it's like, because if I were trying to, like, slim this down, I'd just be like, it's like that same shape where it very much is the, like, slightly bigger around the shoulder. Actually, like, doing this in one shot, it's fucking cracked, actually. But it's like, this is the same, like, this is a bit more, like, realistic of, like, high muscle density. Where, like, I am exaggerating it for visual appeal, but I regret learning anatomy first because of fundamentals. I fell into that trap early. If I were to relearn something, I wish I could do learned volume more. I've seen people draw buff better than me with less reliance on an anatomical accuracy. I mean, yeah. But hey, like, it means that you do have a basis to pull from. Like, like, your art journey is a combination of, like, how much time you can afford to spend doing the art, like, your particular interests in doing art. It's like, no matter how you go about doing art, so long as you're doing it, you are making progress. I will always find you like it's written in the stars. You can run, but you can't hide. Try. I hope progress is going smoothly too. It comes and goes. I have noticeably been making progress, but, like, to some degree, I'm not necessarily plateauing, but, like, I feel like I'm not making meaningful, like, progress in terms of, like, it's definitely better. But to some degree, my improvements are more minute now, which does make it difficult. Gusly! Oh my god! Welcome on in, Raiders! Good idea! Here, let me move that from the queue. Welcome on in, Raiders! Good idea! For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, aka Chaos Creating Internet, where I stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly we play indie games here, but I've also, for the last 2 years, I've been learning how to do some art, and, we're actually talking about the art journey. Where I was looking at stuff from earlier this year, where I'm like, I'm looking at this, and I look at, like, this, and I don't necessarily see the art progress, but I guess give it time, trust the process, because this is a refined sketch, whereas this is, like, fully line arted and shit. To be fair, I think my detailing is getting better. But welcome on in. What were you up to? Were you also doing art? Were you drawing the big boys, drawing the big stinky muscle gut boys? But welcome on in, everyone. Glad to have you. I guess I'm gonna have to go a little bit. I'm gonna have to go a little bit longer because I was actually gonna wrap up here in about 13 minutes. So, but here, let me go. I'll go like 15 over. I was drawing big men. Hell yeah. Good boy Cruz here. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in, Crazy Ghost. Who else we got? Welcome on in, Lix. Is it like Zio or like Lixzio? Also, welcome in, Crusoe. Good to have you. Don't remember to turn off raids. me when I don't remember to turn off raids. But yeah, currently I'm doing. So last week I was part of a charity event with another artist who is also a Twitch streamer named Huntar Yinagu, and for the charity event I offered to do a couple of refined sketches, and this is one of the two that I've got planned. The other one is going to be very much a perspective piece for another person. But yeah, if you are aware of Barrick, Barrick and / or Astral, you'll be recognizing this individual. But yeah, I'm hopefully, you know, the Draw on the Big Men is going well. If you've not seen Gusley's art, absolutely spectacular artist, super like, you know, I love the fuzziness that you capture. That's the big thing. It's like if there's one thing that I feel like I've been improving is like my ability to draw fluff. But if you want to see peak fluff, Gusley is the place to be. Both in terms of like the size of the men, like, you know, very, very like, you know, husky, well-built men with tummy, and also in like the fur. But yeah, I'm currently in the process of trying to refine the sketch, which means doing the line work cleaner and then probably adding some detail work. Now that I can kind of actually see the rest of my and I can see like the full you know, the entirety of my canvas. I definitely have a bad habit of letting my sketches get super duper messy. Regarding art journeys, I low-key want to hyperfixate on shading abstract shapes. I mean, listen, it is genuinely doing stuff like that is important. Like, you know, I have not done any studies, and to some degree I feel like that is showing in like the, you know, my ability to to make, you know, specific details work. Okay, I think I need to bring it up higher. Starky abstract stream when? I mean, like I said, next year I'm going to be doing a bunch of studies, and one of them is almost certainly going to be a still life. And like still lifes are very much just like abstract shape plus, you know, lighting. Oh god damn it. The fucking God damn it! The DreamWorks face is back! The DreamWorks face has returned! Son of a bitch! Why, God? Why have you forsaken me? Oh my god. Kill me dead. I've been sent a DM, 3 DMs. I still have that open, don't I? I do. It's fucking... The DreamWorks face is fucking returned. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it looks good, but also, like, no one tell Barrick. Do not tell Barrick. He cannot know. I'm not super sold on the mohawk either. That's something I need to kind of like readjust, I think. I didn't even have to add anything. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Pixar face never left. It was just sitting there in the wings, ready to be reawakened, like the ancient fucking demon that it is. Yeah, we'll probably go for like an extra 20 minutes, like 15 or 20 minutes, just because, you know, the rate of everyone stopping by. And before your next art also has the DreamWorks face. To be fair, I was trying to go for like half-lidded. Like, how do I do half-lidded? If I do like this. Yeah, that's closer to half-lidded. Because if I remove like you and hide this layer, that's closer to what I was going for. Actually, that like hold up. I might be able to just make it, just adjust it. Welcome on to Casper House. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. So if I do something like this, I think it has to be like, cause like it you know, something like this. Okay, so I like it, but I think I need to remove the lines first, because I need to figure out how I'm doing the shading. Okay. Yeah, welcome on to Casper House. How are you doing, Sweet Bean?
We're wretch. We're the wretch.
Some people say licking the bulb is dangerous. I'm here to say according to this study it's...
You didn't lick the borb, did you? Don't lick the borbs. Oh my god. Fucking I hate I hate doing art because I realized one of the details I missed was the fucking glasses. Oh my god. Why is every art stream like this? I even fucking I noted the glasses earlier when I was reworking the face shape. Oh my god. The danger we are in. What a danger we're in. Okay, yeah. I like this expression a whole lot more. But also, I do have to add glasses and then reconfigure this. Madre Maria. I love Starky. Welcome on, DA. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Good shout for DA. DA, how do you not forget every single small little detail about a character design? Also, when does art stop being suffering? Is it never? I'm pretty sure increasingly I'm fairly certain it's never. Thank you, Suda. Always and never. God damn it. Oh, I mean, the good news is at least I'm in good company. If DA misses small details like that, then well, come on in, Sid. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we also get a shout out for Hyena Sid? Hold up. Let me unhide the reference so that way I can get a look, because I think they're like yeah, they're not bifocals, but like reading glasses. What do you think? Ref sheets exist? Fair enough. The funny thing is, I sent it to Barrick, and I'm like, "Hey, Barrick, are there any details you want me to adjust?" And I'm like, and he was like, "No, it looks good." I mean, I'm sure he would reasonably want me to add the you know, the glasses. Things are shadows on Revels for a bit. Ooh. I need to practice rivals because I am planning on being a part of the King of the Andes Invitational. There's like something that's in the works. I don't know necessarily if I should have just dropped it like that, but you know. Am I a mod at heart? Okay, first of all let's figure out the details here. Starky, I'm deliberately ignoring my contradictions. All right. I mean, listen, that is the time for the you know, experience of self-actualization. I guess like so it'd probably like start somewhere like here. Something like that. Oh, god damn it. I mean, they kind of just like sit on the snoots. There's no need for like this line. Forgot to check in. Very important part of the stream experience is the checking in. Okay, so something like this. Did someone say chicken? No, not chicken, check-in. Okay, so I think if I adjust this shape to be a little bit more clean, because like I think I like the shape here, but okay. Oh god damn it! I was on the wrong layer the entire fucking time. Because I was supposed to have the DreamWorks face is getting stronger. Shut up. Shut up. I didn't ask for this. I did not mean for the DreamWorks face to happen. It just kind of spontaneously generates. Say your prayers, but let the good times roll in case God doesn't show. And I want these words to make things right, but it's the wrong that make the words come to life. Actually, I guess it would probably be like right here. I can't see shit. Fuck it. We're figuring it out on the line work. I do not care. Okay, so this would be relatively flat. It's close, but I think I want it to come up a little bit more. So somewhere around here. So we want it to come just above the bottom of the pupil. All right. Oh, the joys of trying to figure out how detailed stuff like this works. The last possible moment. Starky Ambi sent Santa to hell. Ambrose, did you send Santa to hell? Read Paru's Santa manga. Oh yeah, Sanda. I've heard apparently that was really, really good. Sarp Dick, welcome on in. How you doing, you sweet bean? Santa to hell again. Can we just show for Zarpdick? I don't remember your species, your Sona species. I want to say it's like a hell doggo. I was summoned by GLaDOS. I'm sorry, I have skipped GLaDOS. But how you holding up? Glad to have you. Also, that's Astral for sure. Well, I'm glad that it's immediately recognizable. That actually makes me extremely happy as an artist. To some degree, I was like, I don't know if this is recognizable, but yeah, this is I think it's a bit of a secret, so it, you know, don't let Astral know. Because this was a gift. So as part of a charity event that I did with Huntar last week, I offered a refined sketch for people who donated like $100, and Barrick did it, and he was like, "Hey, can you draw Astral?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So I'm glad it's immediately recognizable as Astral. Because like that is one of my major concerns, is like I'm not doing the character justice. I feel like as long as a character is recognizable, I can take peace in knowing that I've at least done something right. My fucking nightmare is like, oh yeah, I know who that is, and they get the person, they get like the character completely wrong. To be fair, I did do that to TK. Because he was drawing like one of his art of his Sona, like with the YCH wolf that he draws, but he'd forgotten the like the nose snoot, so it was just like a flat thing. I was like, oh, it's a lizard. It's like no, it's not. You know, that defo feels bad. Luckily, like in doing so, I point out to him like, hey, you hadn't drawn the like the boopable part of the snoot, and he was like, oh, I got to fix that real quick. So like I biffed it, but also I did help the artistic process. But yeah, it does make me very happy to know that this is immediately recognizable as Astral. The perpetual like anxiety of being an artist and being like, I don't know if anything that I'm making is any good. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about the goddamn. I'm so mad about this. The DreamWorks face. No. That's been an extended like multi-hour crash out. Is the fact that I accidentally did the DreamWorks face. No one tell Barrick. No one tell Barrick. No one tell Astral. They can never know. Nobody will ever know. Are you making anything good? You are? I mean, the big thing is like, because, you know, like, I'm treating this very much the way I would treat a commission. Don't give me that look. You can't look at me like that. The world must, nobody will ever know. But no, like I realized it, and now I can't unsee it, and I'm pretty sure I've infected my chat with the inability to see it as anything else than that as well. It's like I you know, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of how the like mohawk or like the hair tuft is looking here, so unfortunately it's a good face. That's the thing. It's like it's a very, very good expression. It's like I can't even be too mad that I accidentally recreated it. We were talking earlier about like the to some degree it's like when Iron Mouse, or not Iron Mouse, the EDM artist Mouse accidentally recreated Darude's Sandstorm. It's like sometimes you just mess around long enough with art and you accidentally recreate something that's already been made. There we go. So if I do something like that, kind of sells more the I think about tropes. They become popular for a reason. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, you know, I do think it's like a, you know, one of those like things of like like there's the idea of in art of like master copies where you basically take like a well-known piece of art and then try to replicate it. Where it's like if you can replicate the thinking behind something that's like made professionally, then I'm onto something in terms of my artistic like journey. Where it's like, because I definitely like before I even became an artist, I definitely remember seeing your post where it's like you're not trying to steal, like, don't steal the style, steal the thinking behind it. Is like, oh, like, you know, because if you see someone with a style you like and you want to iterate on it without like, you know, it be like, let them be an inspiration, but also like, you know, look at it and try to figure out what kind of thought they were putting in, like what decisions they were making as an artist. And then like take those elements and iterate upon them and change them in ways that you like. It is weird to think that I've been doing this for 2 years, though. that doesn't feel right at all. Yep, it's like it's a stylist line. Understanding why you like the style is even better. Exactly. And to some degree, like now, having accidentally recreated, you know, that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, it's very funny, but also like I'm, you know, I almost consider it like a good thing where I'm like, well, you know, not that I've accidentally like, you know, that I've accidentally like recreated something that's like stylistically speaking very appealing, as you know, noticed by professional artists. That's like the fun thing about art is like you develop an eye for stuff that you didn't really like as you get better and better at art, you start noticing like stuff that you didn't even think of before. And you gain like a new appreciation, like, you know, it's like there are definitely times where I see artists who are like starting up, and it's interesting to see like kind of because like you can also see like there's less deliberate decision making going on for newer artists, for sure, but like it's not like there's none. is like it's kind of fascinating to see like what like a new artist looks at and like is like, okay, this is the key element that I'm trying to capture in the piece that I'm making. This that site is a curse for me because I look at my older stuff and cringe. Like I couldn't believe this passed passed for me before. What was the? Well, to be fair, I'm looking because like that's every piece, every single piece I make, I look at it and I'm like, how did I allow this to happen? And I have to remember, it's like at some point, because like at some point you make the decision that it's like there are mistakes you are aware of, but like you can't like it. You would drive yourself mad trying to fix them all, because it would at some point it just becomes like, okay, just rework the entire piece. And if you do that, you're never going to make anything. So like, why, you know, just finish the piece as it is now, acknowledge that it has flaws, and then move on to the next one and do better at the beginning of the next one. Welcome to Chaos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea of what it...
Among Us. Among Us. I do love that video for how much it just swishes. No, everything I make has to be perfect. Hey, I still have one of the clips from my earliest fucking stream. It is awful. Like, but it's I knew it was bad. I knew it was going to be bad. Looking back, it like the mic quality is terrible. Like the way that the stream is visually set up is bad. Like I don't have like anything on the screen that would like be indication of like actual professionalism. But like I started streaming anyway. Because like I recognize my own perfectionism, and so I force myself to do things even though I know I'm not fully ready, because if I wait for myself to be 100% ready, I will never do the thing. Welcome on in, Chaos. Give it a 3 stream streak. So like, you know, I'll be like, yeah, you know, I could hold off until like I get like, you know, the model or like the PNG tuber or what have you. Like I could wait. I could wait for it to be perfect, but perfect never comes. There's always something else that you're working on. So you just have to make the decision that no, it's going to be imperfect and live with that imperfection, but also know that a finished imperfect piece is better than the perfect piece. Because the perfect piece will never exist. And to some degree, it like if I have one piece of advice in terms of like learning and developing as an artist, as much as it hurts, save your first couple of pieces. Save every piece you make, no matter how bad it is. Because like you will look back on it and see so much how you've grown. And like that, like the feeling and the seeing of your growth as an artist is like the single biggest motivator. I threw away the old pieces I made already. Like grades in schools, failing with a 68 is better than failing with a 0. Exactly. I couldn't tolerate looking at them. That's why you don't tolerate looking at them. You just store them away in an area where like you're not going to see them consistently. Like you know, here. Fuck it. I'll pull up one of my original pieces. Back when I was learning how even to use a fucking like how even use a tablet. I'm not opening up dump StarkyMorph. That's not happening. What is you? Oh, I forgot I made this. It's like adorable, but it's not good. I love him. This was week 2. This is week 2, and I'm looking and I'm like, I could remake this so much better now. But like you know? Because like I'm looking at this and I'm like, there are so many flaws. This arm connects to like the middle of his body. This leg is what is it doing here? This leg is not even connected to the body. This is supposed to be it's supposed to be a like a push bar, but it's not immediately apparent. There is not a soul or thought behind these eyes. What is his snout doing? Why is he looking like Arthur from hit TV show Arthur? But like, looking at this, like refreshing my eyes by reminding myself of where I've come from, makes the current progress that I have as an artist all the more apparent. It sucks to save your first couple of pieces. I do not get me wrong. I completely understand that deep down, but like, it's so nice to be able to track and see how far you've come. God, I was still using pure white canvases. What? I even... Oh my God. That was a fucking second pass too. That was a second pass. This wasn't even the sketch. This was the second pass. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Yeah, keep your pieces. Keep your pieces. And like this was done earlier this year, and I'm not happy with it. Like this is progress. But like, you know, I'm looking at this piece and I'm like, there's a lot of development seen here. And like, you know, as time goes on, I do need to like start adjusting stuff. Like I need to start kind of playing around with different you know, with different like pens and tools to get different effects. Also, I just realized it's 10:20, so I think I will leave it here. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. Here, let me clear the queue. Close out a Songify. Go to the outro and go play the outro playlist to see who's live. See whomst we can bring everyone over to. I mean, yeah, no, it is a little wild. So you're a great artist, and I will call myself an artist, and that is the extent of which I will compliment myself. Is that I've officially ascended to the point of artist. Okay, I see Bug Husband's live. Bug Husband's doing art themselves. Fights you. I mean, I would get punched. I'll be punched for the truth. But yeah, I think, you know what? Let's right over to Bug Husband's. Because Bug Husband's is very, very sweet. And I don't think I've ever had I probably have had the chance to stop by and I just haven't. I feel like I've rated Bug Husband's before. Here, use my emotes or whomstever's emotes you have available. If you do not have anyone's emotes, feel free to use the blue heart. Oh yeah, I made more art? Hell yeah. But yeah, let's read over to Bug Husbands. And for those of you who are here for the first time, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Crazy Internet, where I stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for the last year and a half, we've been learning how to do some art. So if you'd like, it's closing in on 2 years. I started literally like January of 21. So like it, you know, or January of 23. No, not 21. Oh my God. Good God. But no, January of 23 was when I started. So we're approaching 2 years of art, which is kind of wild to think about. But yeah. If you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including when I'll be going live, Blue Sky is the place to be, as well as if you want to see art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, updates about the video essay that I am working on. I need to get so many visual effects. It's such a pain in the ass, low-key. Actually, no, fuck that, high-key. High-key, it's a huge pain in the ass. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad that we're right now, because apparently Twitch is deciding to ruin the frame rate. But no, if you'd like to pick up some coffee, we got a discount code StarkyMorph at Dragon Rose Coffee to pick up some really, really good quality coffee. I got a YouTube if you'd like to catch some of the VODs there, see what all I've been up to. We have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello to Sweet Beans, see the curse comes to Sweet Beans post. And yeah, I will see you all Thursday, where we will either be playing Once Upon a Katamari. Okay, I guess to be fair, I can't say for certain I'll be live on Wednesday or Thursday, because that is Christmas. So I might do something that's just like lower energy. We'll figure it out. I love you guys to bits. catch you later on this week. I'll definitely be live Friday. Bye.